Good morning, everybody. Hello, beautiful people. How are you? And thank you again for joining us for our Conscious Connection Lockdown Breakthrough, our 15-minute session, positive session in the morning, hoping to be able to support you and helping you to move forward. So Sam is joining you from inside his car, as you can see this morning. So say hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam. No, hello, everybody. Yes, it's really raining here, or it was before. It's just stopping now. The sun's coming out over there. That's cool. That's where I'm going to go. But I'm going to do the breathing from inside the car today, and we're going to emphasize more on the breath itself and not on me waffling on.
Perfect. Let's minimize the waffling today. Yeah, definitely. So, again, as a quick reminder, why are we here? What we're here to do? We're here to hopefully bring a bit of joy and positivity into your life. But we also want to be here to support you over this, excuse me, the second lockdown period in England and, of course, around the UK and the world. There is many issues during the pandemic. So we want to be here to be able to support you, to be able to make sure that to answer any questions that you might have, but also, as it says in the title, the Lockdown Breakthrough, also to be able to help you to move forward, help you to potentially have small, medium-sized, large breakthroughs through this period of time as well, so that you become a better version of yourself, so that you become more aware, so that you become more connected to your consciousness for the whole thing, and so that you're able to create any change that you've been wanting to change. And of course, for the viewers that I've seen, I know there's quite a few of you that have been following us throughout the week. I think we're on day 8 now. There's a specific ways that we like to do that, and it's through the breath work, the techniques, the dynamic breath work techniques that we have, which of course is what Sam shows us. The cold water immersion as well, and the importance of that. And Sam's going to talk a little bit more about that in detail. And then, of course, towards the end, as I talk about how to keep that change, what's the things that you need to do, what's the exercise, the little tasks, the little top tips that you need to have to make sure that you create that change, and to make sure that, well, not only that you create a change, that it lasts throughout the days, the weeks, and the months. And so you build up that positive momentum as well. Good. So over to the fantastic Sam.
Fantastic Sam, who looks like a baked bean this morning. I like it, so I'm going to leave this light on me. So this morning we're going to talk more about the breath, because it's so important that you get the breath right. If we're not breathing properly, we're not going to get the full benefit of the outcome that we want. Okay, which is basically to feel in a state of bliss and feel happy, build our immune system. So it's really today we're going to talk you slowly through how we breathe. We breathe open-mouthed. You can breathe through your nose, but I'd always suggest, if you can, breathe through your mouth, because you can get more air in there. So what we're doing, we're breathing in, and we're breathing from our belly. So if you imagine, you've got your rib cage here, so the bottom of there lies your diaphragm. So if you can imagine, you're pulling the breath, you're drawing that breath as much as you can, filling those lungs up, and you brought it to filling the lower lung, then upper, and then filling your chest up, and then just letting it go. Okay, so that's it, David. So it's fully breathing that air in from the belly, really important, from down below, as much as you can, and then relax and let it go. Okay, we're going to do that for 2 minutes. Okay, that's the optimum time that we believe that you get the best benefit from it. So what's happening there while we're breathing? So it helps lower your heart rate. It helps relieve stress, because it's attaching you to your parasympathetic nervous system. That is your rest and digest. So that makes you feel calm. It also stimulates your sympathetic nervous system, so fight or flight. So both things are going on whilst you're breathing. They work together. So what that'll do is help you deal with situations once you go on throughout the day. If something happens, you'll feel that you'll be able to cope with it and deal with it, because by doing the breathing, we're relieving stress. It's going to help. It lowers cortisol, which is a stress hormone. I mean, it lowers that, so obviously you're going to feel amazing. It also stimulates your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve runs from your brainstem all the way down to the bottom of your body here, to the lower spine, and it's attached to your heart, your lungs, your stomach. So by stimulating this, it basically creates it releases all the endorphins that you need for the day. And then when we get in the cold water, we're going to release serotonin serotonin levels are going to rise when we breathe and also get in the water, and adrenaline is going to be released when we get in the water. It's just all round. It's just going to make you feel amazing. But it's really important that we breathe correctly. So again, just re-emphasizing it from the belly, deep, and just relaxing and letting it go, and then get into a rhythm. Do that for 2 minutes. At the end of the 2 minutes, we let the breath out, close our eyes, and we just stop. Okay, no talking, just stop, and we just relax and we clear our mind. Okay, after that 1 minute of no breathing, we're going to take one big inhale of breath. So it's fully in, and then you hold. And now when you hold that, I want you to tighten your core muscles, okay? All around your stomach, your abdomen. My core muscles are getting a bit better, but they could do with improvement. But tighten them. And then imagine tightening your core muscles, or do tighten your core muscles, and squeeze that air up. Squeeze it up, push it up to your crown. Okay, that's where we're pushing the air up. So it's from your core muscles, tightening them, pushing the air up, and right up to your crown. So you're pushing it right up, okay? So that's it. So it's 2 minutes of breathing, no stopping. If you feel a bit dizzy, that's okay. Just relax a bit, breathe through your nose, and focus on the exhale if you start to feel dizzy. But then start again. You'll be fine. Make sure you're sitting down. Make sure you're relaxed. Make sure you've got no interference from the outside. And I suggest then you do once I've gone, do 2 more rounds, do 3 rounds of that to really get the benefit of it, and then get in some cold water. So a shower, a bath, or if you're with someone and you're somewhere safe and it's not deep, get into a body of water somewhere, somewhere shallow, and get that feeling of nature around you. It's amazing. But again, before you do these things, make sure you check with a health practitioner or a doctor if you've got any underlying health conditions. Okay, but just go for it. Okay, the way I feel, the cold water for me is the key. The breathing enables me to then get into the cold water because I can regulate my temperature because I'm connected to my hypothalamus. So all this is just amazing. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to talk you through it. So we're going to do 2 minutes of belly breathing, and then we're going to go straight into the breath hold, and then we're going to do the inhale and the hold, and then I'm going to run to 200 yards, so a bit of exercise. David will talk about that in a minute. Bit of exercise, and then I'm going to jump in that river. 30 days of jumping in rivers and things. I love it. Next week we've got some amazing people who are going to join us. They're going to join me, and I'm going to show you and we show them how they breathe, and so on someone there. But David's going to breathe for us in the studio now. So without further ado, let's start breathing for 2 minutes. I want you to really emphasize on the breath. Now, don't listen to me. I breathe quite fast, and I'm mindful of that. So you go at your own pace, but as long as it's a fluid action, it's in, out, and do it at your own pace, but just keep that rhythm up. It's really important. Okay, don't listen to my breath by all means, but I do tend to breathe quite fast. But today I'm going to breathe slowly and just do it precisely because it's really important. So here we go. Without me waffling on anymore, which I promise not to do, I'm going to start. 3, 2, 1. Fully in. That's it. Circular movement. Keep going. Keep breathing through it. Really deep breaths. Breathe that love in. Breathe in happiness. Feeling lightheaded, that's cool. Just keep going with it. Keep going. We're halfway there now. Keep going. You're doing really well. I'm going to really deep breathe now. We'll really get it in. Because I'm going to the cold river. Really get that air in. Circular motion. That's it. Really go for it now. 30 more seconds. Really push. Deep. Circular breath. From the belly. Let's do 15 more seconds. Let's get to 11 minutes. Hands, breathe out and stop. Just stop. Clear your mind. Focus on the now. Okay, get ready to come round now. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, fully in, David. And I want you to hold that breath. Now focus, core, squeeze those core muscles, all your abdomen. Squeeze the air up, squeeze it from the bottom, squeezing it up, pushing it through your body, all the way up to the crown. Keep it going now. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Okay, let it go. I'm off. Here we go. He's off. He's going to do a sprint like a sprinty person. And he's going to jump in the water. People are looking at me now saying, what's he up to now? What's that crazy bald guy doing? He's running. He's going to get in the water. Here we go. Across the bridge. There you go. There's the river. There she is. And it's going to be to the river. 100 meters left. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Bit of exercise, Dave. Talk to people about the exercise.
I'm just going to talk to people about the exercise.
I thought.
Absolutely.
Here we go. We might run over today, people, but it's all good because we need to focus on getting things properly done. Here we go.
It's all good.
Here we go. Here we go. I was going to sing then. I'm going to take my sign to always making sure the body of water you go into is safe. It's all good. Really embrace it. Here we go. Right, so. Wow.
Yeah,
yeah, it's getting cold, guys and girls. So I'm going to. Shall I put it off? Yeah.
Here we are.
Beautiful. Right, over to you, David.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And as you see as well, just how quick it is. You don't need to stay in there for half an hour. In fact, we obviously say definitely don't stay in there for half an hour. But it's, sometimes you're at that kind of stage thinking, oh, go to the cold shower or whatever. Just try it. As Sam's mentioned before as well. If you're in the cold shower or the cold bath, but particularly the cold shower, and if you've never done it before, get in a warm shower as you would normally do after the breathing. And as Sam says, particularly if you're outside, if you do 3 rounds of that particular breathing that we just talked about there, if you do that and you get in the kind of warmest shower and turn it down, keep turning it down, and then just take that kind of hit, if you like, and then you can move on. So anyway, as Sam was saying about the exercise, so Sam's been talking a lot more about the chemicals and the importance of the production of chemicals. And I always talked about it in my psychotherapy days, more and behind in the past, that we have been creating these chemicals for hundreds of thousands of years. And some, of course, evolutionary biologists will say a lot longer than that. So we've been creating the chemicals like serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, adrenaline, of course, as well, and cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So in other words, we can help to noradrenaline, help to reduce these stress hormones as well. So we've been doing this, there he is, there's the man back. We've been doing this for years and hundreds of thousands of years. And we tend to kind of forget that to an extent. We tend to think, of course, we've got all these medication stuff to help us nowadays, and we've got technology and whatever. But sometimes it's good just to go back to basics. And the fantastic thing is that the way that Sam has just shown us there in terms of the breathwork and immersion, in terms of the creating serotonin, we can do that very easily today still. And of course, there is 3 easy ways to do that I've talked about before: positive thinking, positive interaction, and physical activity. So I want to talk about physical activity today, as you saw Sam running there. Cardiovascular, although weights, etc., is very good as well, but cardiovascular, in other words, getting the breathing going for a bit of exercise, if you like, running, cycling, swimming, if you can, whatever it is, that increased heart rate for 30 minutes really makes a difference, and will start to create and start to produce more serotonin. It will start to create a change within you. It will also start to level you off, so it gives you that kind of feeling of ease and settledness that we are all looking for, and being able to cope more with what's going on at the moment. But it'll also give you that boost of energy as well. So doing what we've been showing there immediately will give you that hit, will give you that high, and making sure that you do exercise as well, as Boris Johnson's been saying during this lockdown period, making sure you get that exercise in as well. What we say is, along with government guidelines as well, that you should do at least 3 hours a week, which is not a lot really. And if you can push it up to 5 hours. So get yourself out today. And of course, if you're unable to run, if you're a little bit older or whatever it may well be, and you're going out for a walk and you're out with someone, make sure it's a brisk walk as well. Make sure you're getting that heartbeat up a little bit, and you're out for at least 20 minutes. And if you're lucky like me, living in Plymouth, we've got the Plymouth Hoe and the waterside there, then you've got a beautiful bit. But of course, the countryside, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. So taking that time to exercise, and remember, again, one of the key points in terms of repetition, make sure you keep doing it, because you might do it for 2 or 3 days or over a week's period, whatever it is, and think, there's not really a lot going on. One of the reasons why we're doing this over a month is that we want to get these changes in. The gratitude diary that I spoke about, do that every morning or evening, but we prefer the morning. Make sure you get the exercise in. Try and get 3 hours a week, which is perhaps six sessions of half hours, if you like. So you're out every day, getting that exercise, getting in there. And the serotonin will build, the well-being will build, and you will absolutely see a difference in yourself at the end of the 30 days, if not before, of course. So thank you as always. The couple of points, sorry, we're just running out of time. We're running over time. We always seem to do that, Sam, but I'll just quickly say sorry. As always, we've had lots of comments there, and thank you, Laura, and other people. The questions, we'll answer the questions tomorrow, if that's okay, so we can get them all in. As always, as Laura and others are doing, please ask questions through our Facebook page or email us on info@consciousconnection.org.uk. Visit us at consciousconnection.net. Please share everything that we do, of course, and we have the competition that some of you are aware of, that Sam is running a much more involved breathwork, our new breathwork program. It's a 10-day, so it's over a fortnight, so not the weekend, so you can sleep in if you like. In fact, we haven't actually worked out the time we're going to be running that yet. It might be mid-morning. But anyway, please, to enter that competition, just please share this video, tag a couple of friends, and like, obviously, our page. And that's enough to get you in, and we'll draw it. It's starting next Monday is when that's going to start, and it's a fantastic program. It's usually worth £200, and it's all for free. So final word, over to you, please, Sam.
Yes. Okay. So Bradby's Park, people know it, people who don't. It's a beautiful place. I get some of you live in the city, and that's cool as well. Just make sure you get out, like David said, every day. Connect with just the outdoors. Just get that walk a bit faster than you normally do. That's cool. If you're fit, get running every day. Do the 3 rounds. Do 3 rounds now. Start doing the 3 rounds. Really make sure you breathe properly. It's so important to breathe from the belly and to get as much oxygenate your blood as much as you can to get all the benefits. And then get in the cold water, bath, shower, or if you can, and it's safe to do so, get in that cold water. You could. People are going to be joining me next week. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. I love you all. I feel nothing but love and positivity now. I want you all to feel the same. Love to you all. Bye bye.
Fantastic. Thank you. See you all tomorrow at 7:30. Thank you. Bye.